travelers,
Good morning,
and
good
luxury
morning.
destination adventurers.
Happy 4th of
It's
July.
now time
Key Largo,
to enjoy
Florida.
the journey
David Hartman,
on
owner of
Enjoy the
Fantastic
Journey
Endeavors
with
Travel
David
Agency.
Hartman and guests. And
We are
now,
live
here's
today
David Hartman.
on the Enjoy the Journey Lucky Travel Show. We're on Radio A1A and the A1A Media Network. We're getting going there right now, and we're also on Facebook Live. So have coffee with me today. Good morning and happy July 4th. Thank you for joining me. Again, David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. I'm the travel agent that always asks two questions. What is your bucket list trip? And where do you wish you were right now? I wish you all right here in Key Largo, Florida, on a wonderful, beautiful July 4th morning. It is about 8:20 East Coast time, getting the show going. A special morning holiday July 4th show. Decided to move it to today to kind of get everyone started about travel and then take Monday off this Monday. And thank you for joining us. Again, welcome to the show. We are on Radio A1A and the A1A Media Network and Cruise and Country Radio. Thank you for listening. Our man Harry Tieford is on the broadcast booth remotely. We're also on Facebook Live. So please join us. Like the video, share it, tell people, said, hey, Dave's live this morning. And we're going to be talking about July 4th holiday travel and what July 4th means to you. Very special show. No guest today. It's going to be a lot of fan interaction, talking to our fans via the chat. So please, on Facebook or on YouTube, leave a question, leave a hello, leave what's going on, and tell us your favorite destination for July 4th. July 4th is a major travel holiday. But first off, going to do our sponsors, and we do have scheduled breaks on the Radio A1A broadcast. So we'd like to thank our sponsors of the show. First off, a brand new sponsor, Atlas Ocean Voyages. They are a luxe expedition cruise travel company. They're launching in July 2021, and I am actually attending and organize a group for their Solar Antarctic cruise in November, December 2021. So check it out at bucketwishtrip.com. We also have Health Genie, Dale Clemens, also a new sponsor. Check out the Health Genie System Checker. Michael Marinelli, the real estate con, got my start on his real estate show back in February. Check him out, realestateconk.com. And Vic Figueroa, Key Smartphone Repair, keep those cell devices going. And a Chip Bell author, the Jake Sullivan series. And then Jim LaPointe, talk to Jim for the best mortgage rates in the Keys. It is a buyer's market right now in the Keys. So we're taking a break on A1A, and then we'll be back in a second, and we'll keep chatting to our Facebook Live people, and we'll get the feed going and start answering your questions. Hello, David Hartman with Fantastic Endeavors. Fantastic Endeavors is a full-service travel agency based in Key Largo, Florida, specializing in custom individual and group travel. Our luxury travel advisors inspire people to answer two questions. What is your bucket list trip? And where do you wish you were right now? Fantastic Endeavors will personally tailor your journey to your needs. We build extraordinary, enriching experiences curated just for you. Call us today at 305-453-9208 or email at dave@bucketwishtrip.com. Enjoy the journey. The Health Genie System Checker answers three important questions when you are feeling ill. What is wrong with me? How ill am I? And where can I receive care? System Checker puts the information and answers at your fingertips with the most advanced triage and healthcare technologies available. Engage on a personal level in your own words to describe your symptoms with no smart trees or drop-down menus that force self-diagnosis. Health Genie System Checker provides an avenue to early healthcare engagement. The Health Genie System Checker.
Travelers and luxury destination.
Kind of open like this. Probably the best thing to do. Thanks for joining. Happy 4th. So we're doing a special show. Hey, welcome back. We're back. We're live. Thank you all for joining me today. It's just a wonderful 4th of July. I want to talk about a few things. No guests today. Mostly about fan interaction on our YouTube channel, Radio and A1A Media Network. Please like that channel, subscribe, click yes to notifications. And on Facebook Live, please like it, share it, leave me a question, leave me a hello. What are you doing today? I'm actually enjoying my house today. It is a stay-at-home holiday pretty much. Got some work to do, and we'll go out later. But it's pretty crazy in the Keys and just going to hang low today, so on July 4th. That is thunder right there, which may cut the feed short, but that is rare to hear in the morning down here. But tell me, what are you doing today for July 4th? It's a much different holiday. Down in the Keys for a quick travel update, because it is a major travel holiday. There are no fireworks tonight in the Keys, so no need to rush down for that. There is no parade. Parks are closed. John Pennecamp's a state park. That one we believe is open. We keep hearing different things. I can hear boats in South Sound Creek from my house, and it's pretty busy out there. So there's a lot of people here. The checkpoint is down, been down for a month, so you can come to the Keys. Restaurants are open. Bars that serve mostly liquor are closed, like Caribbean clubs closed. They can do takeout if they're doing that. And there's limited in restrictions. So keep that in mind if you are coming down. But thank you for joining me today. So I do want to talk about the July 4th holiday, and then we'll talk about what that means for travel. And July 4th is very important to me. I grew up in Connecticut, and on the shores of Westbrook, Connecticut, we had a beach cottage since 1974 when I was 4 years old. And we'd actually be there for July 4th. July was always our time to be there. Started out with a week in July, then it was 2 weeks, then it was a month. And all my memories grown up with the Connecticut shoreline and being there for July 4th. And I loved it. We had the best private firework displays. There were public displays across the sound from Long Island on a clear night you could see. And then the towns next to us in the distance. But so many people had private fireworks. There were times it felt like we were invading Long Island. The fireworks were just incredible. So those are my best times growing up. And then as I became older and I graduated from high school, I decided to have my graduation party. I put it off. I could have had it in June when I graduated. I put it off to July 4th and had an epic party that people still talk about. And from then on, like every July 4th, everyone said, hey man, when's that party happening? We tried it the next year. And then after that, my dad had to sell the house. There was a depression in the real estate market then in the early 90s. So we didn't have the house anymore. That kind of faded away. But July 4th is always a special holiday for me. And I hope it's a special holiday for you. So those are my favorite memories. Since I moved to the Keys in 2004, I've definitely enjoyed the fireworks here. Normally, I'm at Christy and Eric's house. Christy, yay! Greetings in New Orleans or wherever you are, Louisiana. They recently sold their house and sold their business. They had a dye business here and they moved on. And we used to hang out at their house for a party. And my friends, James and Rosie next door, and then head to their little beach below where you could see the fireworks in their little town park. Saw the fireworks on Blackwater Sound. So it was awesome to do. I'm not doing that this year. There are no fireworks, and they have recently moved and sold their house, and there are no neighborhood parties this year. So we're all being safe. We're all staying home to an extent. But tell me in the chat what you are doing today. I do have a gift giveaway, a $25 gift card for the Fish House. Oh. That is real thunder, and that's not a Zoom background. So we are in Key Largo. This is the Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show. We are on Facebook Live and the Radio A1A Media Network, Cruising Country Radio. Stream it on their YouTube channel and also simulcasting the audio on their channel. So this is a travel show that I worked out with Harry Tieford, the general manager of those channels, to do. So please check out those feeds, but also check us out on Facebook Live today. But I'm watching the chat. Please tell us what July 4th means to you. Tell us what's your favorite stories. Where are you spending July 4th today? And I'm going to come up with a trivia question. We probably go an hour today if we can, if the weather cooperates. Probably maybe to about 9 o'clock. And before I go, I'm going to have a giveaway. So you have to stick around. A $25 gift card to the Fish House here in Key Largo. And Jan Ornstein, yes, you're eligible since you're always so loyal. I don't have restrictions against prize. But definitely, cheers to you from Key Largo. Enjoy your coffee this morning. It's a very special show I'm doing without a guest. Just want to touch base with our fans and followers and tell them how much we appreciate them and to have a happy, safe July 4th. I'm sure your area, and we have an international audience, is very different than what it normally is. Today would be epic down here, a Saturday, July 4th, with most people taking off Friday. Monday's a federal holiday, people taking off Monday. It would be a 4-day weekend normally, and it still is, but it's a little more subdued. A lot of people here, but no fireworks, no parades. Tell me if fireworks are going on in your area. Hey, Greg, thanks for joining. Rich from Toastmasters. Love that guy. He's the man when it comes to public speaking. So thank you for joining. Tell us what's going on in your world right now. I know in the Keys it's a beautiful day. I'm actually pretty comfortable out here, and it's a beautiful day in Key Largo. We are here at my home studio in Key Largo, Florida, on the radio A1A Media Network and Cruising Country Radio on Facebook Live. Please help us out. Like this video, share it. Person you share it to saying, hey, Dave's live this morning. Check him out. Happy 4th. It's a fantastic July the 4th holiday. So tell me, what are your memories? My favorite memory recently down here probably had to be the first year I moved here because I didn't know where to watch fireworks. And my neighbor, who's not here today, ironically, he's a second homeowner here, he said, oh yeah, just go up and park in the median and walk through the Marriott or walk through somewhere and watch the fireworks on Blackwater Sound. And this is again 2004. And I had a whole bunch of friends down, scuba dive friends. I moved here for scuba diving, and I was a very active scuba dive instructor when I moved here. And we went and took a bunch of people, a bunch of chairs, and we parked so far down the median, almost by Adams Cut. We had no idea what we were doing. We were walking towards the Marriott, and my friend Tamara goes, hey, let's go through here. It was Captain Jack's, the trailer RV park there, and we just walked in there and found a spot, the little park they have, and hung out with the locals, and we had a great time. They were so nice to us. So I think that's the only time I've been in Captain Jack's, which is a very nice park there by the storage bins. So how are you spending your July 4th holiday? Why is it important to you? Please tell us. Hey, Bonnie Barnes is watching. How ironic. But thank you all for joining. People are coming on the feed. We tried something different this morning, mostly because I know Monday would be a tough day to do the show, and because of the travel here, and I have travel coming up, and we wanted to do something on the holiday to wish people a happy 4th, knowing most people are probably not traveling today, probably just staying in their area to do what they do. And whatever you do, stay safe, follow local rules, and yes, masks are required, and it helps, despite what they say. And also, if things are closed, just it is what it is. I mean, we closed a lot of things here just for this weekend because the number of people coming here. So just respect that. And we appreciate our tourists, but please also, you tourists, respect our locals. And I am staying safe at home this weekend mostly. I'll do a nice long kayak tomorrow, and may go to Snappers brunch in the afternoon. And today I'll go out tonight for a little bit, but just hanging low this weekend. So I got some big travel coming up next week, and I'll tell you all about that later because that'll be a very important on-location show next week. So thank you all for joining. Greg Testa, good to have you. Rich Ursick, thanks to have you. Mark Blaha, hey, thanks for joining. And obviously Jan Daniela, Michael Byers. Michael, man, if you're still on, tell me if you're diving today. Hey, cheers to you. Cheers to all the divers out there. Morning coffee for you. I'm not a coffee drinker, but the cups are out. And greetings from Key Largo. Greetings from paradise. That's my saying. I am David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency, doing a special live show this morning without a guest, just to welcome people, do a giveaway, and wish people happy 4th. A very, very important day for me growing up. Always is very important. I had a loved one pass away on July 4th when I was young. My brother passed away, which is ironic because that was our big holiday. But so kudos to my brother out there. It's been a long time, and we all still miss him. But my brother always did things in style. So, but it's still on the positive side. It's a very, very important holiday for me because of all the memories growing up and the memories I have down here. And it's okay. This year's a little different, and I'm okay with that. And part of that is because I have things to do, and also looking forward to kayaking tomorrow, and I have some big travel coming up. Hey, more people. Glenn Wright, thank you for joining. Dave Hart, not Dave Hartman, Dave Hart. Dave Hart, where are you at? Tell me where you're at. I think you're still in the Cheshire area. Tell me where you're at, man. So I got the feed going today. We got Facebook Live, and we're also live on the A1A Media Network. And Harry Tieford's running the board. Thank you for joining. That means we're simulcast on Radio A1A and Cruising Country Radio. And I don't say enough, the people on Facebook watching, check those stations out. It's obviously Cruising Country is more country-based, modern country. But Radio A1A is tropical Americana, all independent artists. And I started out with Harry doing a cruise for one of his artists, Donovan Lee Carpenter. Hello, Donovan and Crystal. And then I pitched him to do the show a little while ago. I just lost my feed, so I'm now going back in. And I really love the stations. It's live 24/7 on apps. It's internet-based radio at Almirada. You can do it on your app, or you can go to their page. And they also have YouTube, where they do a whole bunch of different shows. And we've been doing the shows remotely since we started because of COVID-19. Back live. Thank you all for joining today. Again, please like this, support our social media on Facebook Live, like this, share it, tell people Happy July 4th. Tell me in the chat, tell me where you're spending July 4th today. Just, don't have to be specific. And what are you guys doing today? I'd love to hear it. I'm hanging here today, but going out tonight and doing a nice long kayak tomorrow morning, early morning kayak. Going to play the tides a little bit, maybe do a little fishing, but doing a low-key July 4th. No fireworks, no parades. Normally I'd be doing the parade in the morning and then doing the fireworks at night, but that's okay. We'll do that next year. It'll all come back next year. And please follow the Radio A1A networks, download their apps. The A1A Media Network app is the best app to hear their show. Cruising Country Radio has their app. Download those apps. Great music, and it's 24/7, and very few commercials, which is nice. And we do support our sponsors. And then follow the A1A Media Network YouTube channel and subscribe to that channel, notifications, and you'll see I have a whole playlist in there of my shows, and you can follow an archive of wonderful travel shows. But happy July 4th. Thanks for joining. The viewers are waking up. Denny Brutenell. Hey, Denny, what's up? Getting some old school names popping on. That is awesome. So let me know how you're doing today. Let me know what you're doing today. Michael Byers, I want to know if you're going scuba diving, because I'm jealous. I haven't dove in a while. And during COVID-19, it was hard to get on a dive boat. Water break. Drink break for whatever you got out there. But, why is July 4th important to you? Why do you travel on July 4th? Obviously, in July, all schools are out if you have a family, no matter where you are. I graduated June 20th from high school, and we had our holiday until September 1st. Down here, it's much different. It's mid-May to like mid-August. But no matter what, every school in America pretty much has July off, unless you're in summer school. That's one reason July 4th is really the first major travel holiday for families. It's also a fun holiday. It's warm around the country wherever. I mean, I had a condo in Jacksonville, Wyoming in late June. It may not be warm in Jacksonville, but by July it is pretty nice. So between the very favorable weather and also families being off, and the first time you have actual federal holidays, days off, time off work, it is a major, major travel holiday. And this year, it's a big domestic travel holiday. I can't tell you. Meg Barber, thank you for joining. Chris Rowe, happy 4th, Chris, my man at Largo Mar. Check out Lago Mar Resort in Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful resort. I've done a number of business with Chris. I actually tried to get him some new business in October. That may not work out, but still we keep trying. Thanks, Chris. Chris is an old childhood friend. Thanks for joining, guys. Hey, I see some likes and loves. Share this. Tell them what's going on. Happy 4th. So that's why July 4th is such a big holiday, even though for most people it's a long weekend. This is interesting when it's on a Saturday. So usually Friday's off. I know banks are taking off Monday. Ends up being a 4-day weekend. But we love it when it's on a Thursday or Friday or Monday, because it turns into a true weekend, longer weekend. It's horrible when it's during the week. Like Christmas this year was Wednesday. July 4th, Wednesday's difficult. It's hard to make it into a long weekend. But this is a good year to make it into a long weekend. Hey, Dave Purdo, thank you for joining. Dawn, hey Dawn. How you doing, Dawn? We miss you. Dawn, you have to schedule a brew on the cut to make up for you missing your birthday this year. So I really missed having your 30th birthday, Dawn. Thank you all for joining. It's a happy 4th in the morning, doing just a very special show without a guest. Not quite impromptu. We did plan this out. We did advertise it last night a bit. I just wanted to do something different. We enjoy the morning audience versus the afternoon, and just something different. And Harry, the broadcaster, said his broadcast was available. So instead of just doing a Facebook Live, I decided to do a full show broadcast with Harry. So we are on the A1A Media Network, a locally based internet radio station in Alamorado, Florida. And they have a worldwide audience on Cruising Country Radio and Radio A1A. And check out their YouTube channel, A1A Media Network, and like it, subscribe it. And obviously like this feed and share it, because that's what helps us help you guys. It's the interactivity that gets us exposure, that allows me to really invest time, energy, and money into this show, into spending time on social media and getting the answers you want. But hey, if you have questions about travel, let me know. Tell me what you're doing today. Appreciate a good morning to everybody. But we are having fun. We are in Key Largo, Florida, on the Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show. It's a beautiful day. I'm at my home studio in Key Largo, Florida. I'm looking at the sun right now, so east is exactly that way, and west is that way. So this would be a decent sunrise tonight. I would just be a shadow. So we have me here in the corner so you could kind of see me in my beautiful Red Sox shirt. But that's where we are today. Let me know where you are and how you're spending July 4th. I'm spending July 4th here at home today, and then we'll do a nice kayak from my dock right there. I'm going to have Bonnie, my wonderful production assistant, on the Steadicam now do a small panorama to show you my front yard or my backyard, depending on who's talking. So this will be for you guys on Radio A1A broadcast. I will then have Bonnie take the tripod in a minute and spin that around to show you guys my yard. I've done a number of live feeds from my top deck early morning. Get a lot of followers. One reason I'm doing a live now. Leah Hines, Walt Pearson. Hey guys, how's life in Cheshire? Welcome to the show. Hey, David Hart. David Hart's in Arizona, but moving to Florida next weekend. David Hart, come down and visit, buddy. We're in Florida. If you can't say it, private message me. Let me know what's going on. I want to hear more about that. Dude, I'm up in Orlando all the time, so even if you're in northern Florida, I'm only a 4-hour drive from Disney. I'll be there next weekend. We got a lot of viewers this morning. That's one reason to do the morning show is we did some morning feeds from my top deck, just showing mangroves and birds chirping, and people followed. And then at Disney, our morning feeds got the most response. They say, hey, you know what? For the holidays, let's do a morning show. We'll do more of these. But this is our broadcast. It's not just Facebook Live. Sorry, guys, I just hit my mic. Is that we're on the Radio A1A Media Network today. Please follow that YouTube channel. That'll be there. If it's not there now, it'll be there right after the show, the full recording, full broadcast. And actually, it's also simulcast on the A1A Media Network, which is Radio A1A and Cruising Country Radio. Please support our channels and our sponsors. And I'm here following the chat. No guests today, so this is interactive. Marie Barbara Wolven, thank you for joining. Dave Hart, Treasure Island. Nice. Dave Hart, moving on up. Welcome to Florida. Lee Hines, Walt Pearson had many a good July 4th with those two. Miss you guys on July 4th. Thank you guys all for joining. Just appreciate you having today. A cheers to you. It's a water break for me, but coffee. Cheers if you're a diver. Cheers if you're in the Keys. And greetings from Key Largo, Florida. It's just a very casual, impromptu show today, talking about July 4th holiday travel, July 4th in general. You know, why are we celebrating this today? I didn't even talk about the history, but we'll talk about that in a second. But we're here in Key Largo, Florida on the A1A Media Network and on my Facebook Live feed. Like it, like the video, share that video, give me a comment. Thank you for the comments so far. Rich Urslick, chilling in Homestead. Oh yeah, what are you eating today? Thank you, Rich. He's the man. Rich Urslick, traditional hot dogs, chips, and Pepsi. May the 4th be with you. I love the Star Wars reference. Thank you, Rich. Yeah, tell us. I'm going through all the, a lot of comments now. Thanks, guys, for joining. I love these morning feeds. It's a good morning to you. A happy 4th. I'm just an appreciation show to our fans today. No sponsors. We have sponsors, but no guests today. Just me and you hanging out. What are you eating today? What's on the menu? Today, I think I'm going to do a pizza and a picture at Corks and Curds. A shout out to them. Not a sponsor. Maybe we'll be one day. They have a great happy hour going. May grilled burgers this afternoon, but may save that for tomorrow. Today is a bit of work day for me, I hate to say, but I'm catching up because I'm going to Walt Disney World next week for a theme park opening. So that's going to be fantastic. So, but please tell us what you're doing today. What are you eating today? Hey guys, yeah, nice view. So this view is my house. When you walk outside my porch door from my living room, this is my view. And on Facebook, we just showed it. We'll show it again. And I'm not, well, the other side, I think, without moving the tripod, you could just spin the top of the camera. Or do you want to do that? No, maybe not. Yeah. We'll do the other one after. The problem is our broadcast on A1A Media Network is on a tripod. If you move that, we may mess up the ability to see me. So we'll play with that one in a second. But you know, I bought this house 16 years ago, and the view does not get old. And those of you on Facebook may remember I've done about 3 lives in the mornings from my porch just testing equipment. Literally, I was just testing equipment, and people got on. I was testing USB extension cords. I was testing cameras. I was testing mics, and people loved it. And they just loved, like, you know, they weren't on the whole time. I ran it for an hour, but people came in, checked out the view. And I have a beautiful view of John Pennekamp Mangroves, which up there is a sauna right now with the sun. I would just be a complete silhouette. So, but happy 4th. David Hartman here, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. And I'm here in the Keys at my home studio, just wishing you a happy 4th. Chime in today. Please tell me what you're doing, what you're eating. If you have a favorite July 4th memory, tell me if you were at my beach, Westbrook, Connecticut, growing up. I know a number of you were. Dave Hart's been, Leo Walt's been numerous times. I've seen Chris Rose, I think, has been down there. Denny Brutinel's been down there at some point. And tell me if you're here in the Keys, what's your favorite, you know, memory here of Keys fireworks. We're very spoiled here. I mean, couldn't believe when I first moved here how easy it was to see fireworks and how often we had them. And growing up was basically July 4th, and that was it. That was organized professional fireworks. Here it was like, you know, New Year's Eve, boom. Pirates Weekend, boom. And then some people have weddings, they get fireworks, you could see. And then, of course, July 4th was always the special. Sally Ann Duraso, getting a lot of high school friends chiming in. Sally Ann, thank you for joining. But this is a more interactive show, so please chime in. I got my Facebook live chat right here. Harry Tiefer's watching the YouTube chat. So please, if you're on the YouTube channel, don't be shy. Like that, yeah, like it and subscribe and hit notifications. There's a number of great shows on that channel. Whenever there's a live show, they run that and they run the recording. And then I have a whole playlist, Enjoy the Journey, a whole complete playlist on the A1A Media Network app. So please check, the YouTube channel, check that out. So thank you for joining. So yeah, that's a good point. The menu, July 4th menu is always very important. I believe we're going to grill. We got a whole bunch of Hamburg meat thanks to my aunt and uncle. My aunt and uncle, Ken and Mary Lou from Long Island, New York. Shout out to them. I'm sure my aunt's going to watch this. And they left me a whole bunch of food. They went shopping on March 17th, 18th, and then COVID kicked them out of the Keys on March 22nd, and they had a refrigerator full of food. I usually get some leftovers, but this year I got stocked out. And the last of the leftovers was Hamburg meat, so we'll probably finish that off tomorrow after a long kayak. Today, we're going to go out tonight, so, and then I'm a little bit of work today, so I'm not going to be doing a big cookout. So we'll cook out tomorrow. Today's a different holiday for me. Whenever I gear up for a trip, a big trip, I keep my holidays low key, and I feel the weather changing, folks, so this show may get cut off soon. So I'm going to switch to talk about next. Harry, we may have to skip that break. Yeah, this may get cut off very soon. All right, I'm feeling right. So anyways, next week, watch the show Monday, July 13th. It's going to be at 2 o'clock, the normal show broadcast time. We're going to start doing posts tomorrow. I am live from Walt Disney World at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, and we're going to have a Savannah View room. We're actually going to look at African animals during the show. If the lighting's okay, we may have the show inside and do views of the outside. It depends on lighting. I do have some lighting equipment. I know the last Walt Disney World show had some pretty, bad silhouettes, but we've improved that. And that's our theme park opening show. I'm going up on the 9th at night late. I'm going to a Animal Kingdom preview on July 10th for pass holders. And then I'm going to Magic Kingdom on the public day. Theme parks reopen at Walt Disney World in Lake Buena Vista, Florida on July 11th. Then I have Animal Kingdom again, and then I have Show Day July 13th. And then I will stick around for the opening of Hollywood Studios on the 15th. And I'll be at Epcot for an early food and wine festival. We all love. Give me a shout out if you like Epcot Food and Wine Festival. And give me a like about that and share this. and say, hey, Dave's talking about Walt Disney World. And I will be there for the opening of Epcot. I can only do one theme park a day. I'm not going to go into this now. I will talk about it all next week. But you need a park pass. You need to have a theme park activated. If you don't have a park pass, most of those early days are sold out. And they're not selling new tickets for 2020 right now, which is a pain. If you have any questions, message me. But I will be there for Hollywood Studios doing all the new Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, and the new rides. The new Mickey's ride I haven't been on yet. We're doing that on July 6th, 15th, and then Epcot July 16th, and maybe a Studios before we go home on the 17th. So I'll be up there a whole week for the theme park reopening. And that'll be next week's show Monday. But keep in mind, the show will be the format with a guest. Danielle Hume's coming back, the local. She helps run our social media, VP of Buzz Team. Daniela, woohoo! And I want to get her local perspective because she'll be in the parks when I'm in the parks. So we're going to tell you what you need to know to enjoy Walt Disney World in this era of COVID and this health epidemic. Because right now, Universal's open. And my friends that went there said it's extremely safe. It's safer than going into a bar or going into a restaurant. Can't go into a bar now. I said because they're so controlled, they limit the capacity, and the rides are wide open. And so right now in Florida, we have a spike, but theme parks are still open that are open, and Disney World is still reopening. I'll be there next week. Check that out. I'll be doing live feeds and video uploads and pictures all week. I mean, tons of content I'm going to be generating. I'll be working. And then I am doing the show Monday, 2 o'clock East Coast time from Walt Disney World, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village with the Savannah View room. You get to watch safari animals feed as I do the show. That's what we're planning to do. And it's going to be fantastic. So check that out. And by then I'll have 3 days in the theme parks. So I'll know full well what's going on with 2 of the parks, Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. Studios, Hollywood Studios, of the 4 theme parks at Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios and Epcot do not open until the 15th. But I'll be there for then, and we'll talk about that on live feeds, and I'll talk about that in my show a little bit on the 20th. I will be back here on July 20th for my show. Atlas Ocean Voyages, my wonderful sponsor, will be coming back. Thank you for Michelle Suarez for doing that. So mark your calendars. Dawn Warner, thank you for joining for July 13th, a very special show. Thank you all for joining today. I know people are starting to kind of get out and do their thing. It's Coffee with Dave this morning. So cheers to you, my red, white scuba flag, and cheers from Key Largo. Happy greetings from paradise. And it's just thank you for chiming in. Craig Lloyd, we know Craig. Craig, man, you're not down here scuba diving? Come on, buddy. Craig, we had a blast hanging you at Snappers that day, the Indian Valley Scuba Cruise down. Shout out to Indian Valley Scuba. Woohoo! Scuba diving. Love those guys. So Indian Valley has been around for a long time coming down here. I met Dave Valike at a DEMA trade show in November of 2004, and he got me enrolled in his groups that fall. I've been diving with them ever since, and Craig Lloyd's one of their instructors and trip leaders. So Craig, thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. I see we're getting the second shift of people coming on now, but tons of viewers this morning. If you're on the feed, thank you, Rich Ursick, for chiming in about your food. Tell me what you're doing today and what you're eating. Yeah, that may be the focus today. I know a lot of people are focusing on food because not much else going on. I don't know of any fireworks shows. Bonnie, do you know what any fireworks shows that are going on anywhere?
Jacksonville, 4 of them.
Hey, Jacksonville, if you have time, hop in a car, go to Jacksonville. They have 4 fireworks shows today. Jacksonville?
Yeah, that's for the social distance.
Jacksonville. So cheers to Jacksonville, 4 fireworks shows today. If you're having fireworks in your area, let me know because we're having none down here. But we are on Facebook Live. Like this video, share it. A number you're going to wake up and probably see this tonight, see this later. I'm going to have to cut off soon because it's starting to rain here. But thank you for joining today. We're going to save the gift certificate for a different day because I didn't give the live people a chance to get at it. So we'll save that for a different show. And appreciate the Fish House for sponsoring that. We do appreciate all our sponsors from Radio A1A, ADO Media Network. But Harry, I'm going to have to cut this off soon. I'll tell you in a minute here because I'm already getting. I got some shelter, but the wind's pushing the rain in on my equipment, so I'm not tarp ready for yet. So this was a kind of like July 4th morning show. A lot of you are gonna watch this on recording, but thank you for joining it. The A1A Media Network, we appreciate them and all the sponsors of the A1A Media Network. Atlas Ocean Voyages, thank you again. Definitely go to bucketwishtrip.com to hear about that cruise. And join me next week, July 13th, on A1A Media Network at 2 o'clock for the show from Walt Disney World. We got to cut out. We got a weather problem here. But you guys have a happy July 4th, and thank you for joining the show. And please support our social media. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Happy July 4th.
Come on, what are you waiting for? They're serving rum up, it's right next door. There's a party on the sandbar in the Keys. It's been a long year and the time is right. We're headed south with